Okay, so I just left out of a Walmart. Moment of truth. I do have the push button start in here. Uh, and I hate when people don't tell you how they did what they did. They just tell you that they did it. And I think it's a really jerk face move. So, as you see, me just walking up to it causes it to unlock. But I'm going to do it again from this angle. When you walk away, it locks. When you walk towards it, unlocks. Then I'm able to hop inside, and then it will start glowing. I chose this location instead of this one because some people don't have, four-wheel drive, but everything works, everything's installed. All I have to do is get a new windshield because Colorado broke my windshield, and then I could then install the little touchpad and then that sensor right there that goes up here. But I'm not going to attach them to it and then have to peel it off as they take off the windshield. But anyway, so once I press the button, see if we can get all the angles. Put your foot on the brake. Of course, my daughter turned that on. Let me go back to the main menu. So now I have everything in here. And that's basically the way it works. This is going to be the before portion of it. But if you want to look at the after portion, basically, this is how it goes. Okay. Once you buy this, you're going to notice a few things. One, this key transponder that comes with it, you can change this out with any one that they have from the EASYGUARD company. You just press a little button in the back underneath it, and then it'll actually, activate. Negatives. The negative is that when you park your car in your garage and you walk away, it will not stay unlocked. Even if you unlock it, it will still lock again. It'll be like, okay, well, the key transponder isn't close enough, so I'm just gonna lock it. So if you're one of those people like me who like to park the car in the garage and walk away and come back inside the car every now and again, or come back to get groceries or something like that, the door is gonna keep locking by itself. So you almost have to just leave the key in there, which is what I primarily do because it's inside my garage. I just kind of sit it right here, and then I get to kind of walk in and out as I see fit. The only downside to that is that it will drain the battery of this. The transponder battery or the key fob battery will drain. And it'll drain like every month. You got to replace the battery out. If you don't mind that, then that's not a problem. But if you do mind it, then you got to just basically take your keys inside the house like most people do anyway. You just won't be able to get inside your car unless you hit the unlock button and then get to the car before it locks because it timed out. That's pretty much the only downside to this. Like, I think the pros outweigh the cons in this case. But outside of that, this has been a game changer. I did end up like putting a little cap over here, which I kind of like fashioned. I showed you guys. I'm gonna show you guys that in the video, or if I showed you in the video, depends on how I edit it or if I edit it at all. But I wanted to be one of those people that at least let you know how I did it, instead of just saying, "Hey, I got a push button start in my Tundra. I'm fancy and special," and it's like, you don't want to give nobody no instruction. You don't want to help nobody out at all. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm going to solve the mystery for everyone, and hopefully this helps everyone else out. Again, big ups to everyone who did like write-ups and all this other stuff, but they didn't show a video of how they did it. So now I'm showing you guys. This is the EasyGuard system. It does work pretty good. I don't have any real complaints about it except for that. They allowed me to somehow control that. Oh, another thing. One more negative. Figured I got at least one more negative. So this key fob, they have one that has 4 buttons, which I'm going to switch mine to the one that has 4 buttons. So it's going to have the trunk button, and after that one, it's going to have the alarm button. And the alarm button on it, I would have preferred if it actually had a function, because if you press the alarm button, it's actually going to have the same function as the trunk release button. These buttons are all going to operate basically the same way. If you use the CAN bus system, they're going to operate the exact same way. So basically they have the remote start where you can start it from afar or shut off the remote start. Outside of that, I mean, I would have preferred for it to actually work, but I have a Tundra, so I don't need the trunk button. but this will actually start the vehicle instead of doing that. So it just kind of bypasses it since it doesn't have a trunk. So that's the only other thing that you need to know about this system. Well worth it for $100, $180. I think it's worth it because I don't have to have my keys stabbing me in the pocket. And in order to get this to put in here, I did have to take one of the keys that I had, and I went to Walmart, even though it came with the little rubber portion on it. I cut that part out and then took it out, and then I made a key and then I cut it to fit inside of this little thing, so I could get inside the vehicle in the event of an emergency. Let's see if I can get this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it.